to talk about pronoun references. Before I talk more about these pronoun references, first I would like to remind you of pronoun, just in case you have already forgotten about it, or perhaps you still don't know about it. Okay, so what is pronoun? Well, pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. Well, in this case, a noun is a word that defines person, place, or thing. Okay, there are several kinds of pronouns. The first one is personal pronouns that refer to people. They can include subject pronoun and object pronoun. For example, I, you, we, they, she, he, it, me, him, her, and so on. Next one is possessive pronouns. Indicate ownership. For example, mine, yours, ours, etc. Okay, the next, reflexive pronouns indicate that the person performing an action is also receiving it. For example, myself, yourself, ourselves, etc. Next, relative pronouns introduce subordinate clauses. For example, that, which, who, whom, and whose. Next, demonstrative pronouns points to specific nouns such as this, that, these, and those. Next, indefinite pronouns refer to non-specific people or things such as anyone, everyone, someone, somebody, and so on. And the last one is interrogative pronouns. Introduce questions like who, what, when, where, and why. Okay, now we talk about pronoun references. Well, basically, pronoun references are divided into two main parts, endophora and exophora. Okay, the first one is endophora. Well, endophora refers to the phenomenon of expressions that derive the references from something within the surrounding text. Endophora itself can be divided into two main subcategories, anaphora and cataphora. Okay, the first one is anaphora. Well, it is also called as anaphoric reference or backwards anaphora. Well, anaphora is the use of a pronoun or other linguistic unit to revert back to another word or phrase. Well, the word that gets its meaning from a preceding word or phrase is called as anaphor, while the preceding word is called as antecedent. Okay, here I have two sentences as the examples of anaphora. Okay, the first one is Rati really loves reading books. She has a lot of books in her house. Well, we can see that Rati here is a noun that refers to the name of a person, and we got two pronouns here. She as a subject pronoun and her as an object pronoun. So, she and her in this case is an anaphora because they refers to the preceding word here, Rati, as the antecedent. Okay? Okay. The second sentence is if a man has talent and cannot use it, he is failed. Here, there is a pronoun he that refers to a man. Well, he is an anaphor and a man is the antecedent. Besides, we can also see the pronoun it. Well, it in this sentence refers to talent here. So it is the anaphor and the talent here is the antecedent. Okay, another category of anaphora is cataphora. Well, cataphora is also known as anticipatory anaphora or forward anaphora or cataphoric reference or forward reference. Well, cataphora is the use of a pronoun or other linguistic unit to revert ahead to another word in a sentence. Well, just like anaphora, cataphora as part of anaphora is a reference to an item within the text itself. Well, a cataphor is the word that gets its meaning from a subsequent word or phrase. Well, this subsequent word or phrase is also called as antecedent, referent, or head, just like in the anaphora. Okay, here I have two sentences as the examples of cataphora. Okay, the first one is a few days before he left, Mario handed me a love letter. Well, we can see here that there's a pronoun he. Well, this pronoun refers to Mario as a noun. Well, we can see that the word he comes first before the noun Mario. So he here is called as cataphora, and Mario here is known as the antecedent. Okay, for the second sentence. Too afraid to admit their mistakes, some students choose to shut their mouths. Well, here we can see the pronoun there, and this pronoun refers to some students here. So, because there comes first before some students, so there is known as the cataphor, and some students here as its antecedents. And we can also see that there is also a pronoun here, there, but in this case, this pronoun is included as anaphor because it comes after the antecedents, some students. Okay, the other type of pronoun references besides anaphora is exaphora. Well, unlike anaphora, exaphora is the use of a pronoun or other word or phrase to refer to someone or something outside the text. Well, in songs, the word you is multi-exaphoric, as it may refer to many people in the actual and fictional situation. Well, just consider this sentence, I love you. Well, this sentence usually appears in love songs. The listener of the song is apparently overhearing one half of a dialogue. Well, the word I hear can be a pronoun that refers to the singer, and you is the pronoun that refers to the singer's lover. Alternatively, the listener projects himself into the persona of the addresser and hears the song as though it is his own words to his own lover. So in that case, the pronoun I here refers to the listener of the song, and the word you hear refers to the listener's lover. Well, alternatively, the listener may project himself into the persona of the singer's lover and hear the singer addressing him. Well, in that case, the pronoun I hear refers to the singer, while the pronoun you hear refers to the listener. Okay, so when we talk about pronoun references, we should consider this pronoun agreement. Well, it means that pronouns must agree in number, person, and gender with their antecedents. Well, the number here will be singular or plural. So, the singular noun should be replaced with singular pronoun too. Well, the person here is the first person, second person, and the third person. And the gender here, of course, means that a male noun should be replaced with male pronoun too. Okay. Well, I have some sentences here. The first one is Andrew parks his motorbike in the basement. The second one is Andrew parks her motorbike in the basement. And the last one is Andrew parks their motorbike in the basement. Okay, we can see that these three sentences are almost the same. What makes them different is the pronouns of each sentences. Okay, the first one uses the pronouns his, and the antecedent is Andrew. Well, we know that Andrew is the third singular person pronoun. So it has to be, the pronoun has to be his, her, or it. But because Andrew is the name of a man, or in this case is a male noun, so the pronoun should be a male pronoun too. So when we use his in this sentence, it makes the sentence correct. And for the second sentence, the pronoun here is her. But based on my explanation previously, that Andrew is a male noun, so we cannot use a female pronoun here, but we should use the male pronoun just like in the first sentence. So this sentence is incorrect. And for the last sentence, the pronoun here is there, while there is used to plural is a plural pronoun that used to refer to the plural noun. But because Andrew is a singular noun, so we cannot use there as its pronouns. Okay, now we talk about unclear reference. Well, in this case, we talk about ambiguous references. Well, ambiguous references usually happens when there are two antecedents in one sentence. So there's an example here. Whenever Anna meets her aunt, she feels very happy. Okay, so now there is a pronoun here, she. But when we look at the previous clause here, there is a noun Anna and her aunt. Both are female nouns, so it's gonna be confusing for us to determine whether she refers to Anna or her aunt. So, to make it clear, we should replace this pronoun she into a noun. So, if in this sentence, uh, uh, the one that feels very happy is Anna, so we should replace she with Anna. Okay, so it's gonna be more clear for us when we say that whenever Anna meets her aunt, Anna feels very happy. Okay. Okay, I think that's all for the topic pronoun references. Thank you for watching.